Welcome back to another episode of Trueslider Gaming. So we did a little bit of inventory management, and now we're prepared to go into the Southern Forest. Oh, let's read the diary. Things on the ground. Read.
Doresso gave me the gem, kissed me, promised that he would be by my side forever. I sang for him. I sang for Oriath with his gem at my throat. Khaleesi's gem. Khaleesi's voice. I sang in her echo, performing arias that had once made the Empire weep. I listened to Khaleesi's lullabies in my dreams. I gave myself to her music, mind and body. Doresso left me for San with a promise to free me from Khaleesi. I begged him not to go, tried to show him the wonder of my transformation, the beautiful daughters he would soon meet. He couldn't see. None of them could see. I fled from their hatred. When Doresso returns, I will cast his cure away. I will teach him what true love is.
I mean, that's pretty big words coming from a octopus lady. Right. But we're moving on. So we've made it to the wonderful forest.
Forest. Death has too many damned places to hide in a forest.
So let's just head back, and we'll talk to people. That way we can fully wrap up Act 1.
I thought you were a fool for seeking out Mervale. A fool in love with death. Now, I don't know. Still, you've delivered this coast from the terrors that long held sway here. We may now find some respite, and that's more than any of us could have hoped for. But please, consider this. What have you become when even nightmares fear you?
Everything that I hope and dream.
Quite the lady killer, aren't you? That singing squid didn't stand a chance. Knew it from the first time I saw those sharp peepers of yours. Pirates notwithstanding, I thank you on behalf of all the fallen brethren of the waves. Now that the final cadence has been played, no one need remember Mervale's song.
That's sad.
Damn me. I didn't think it possible. All these souls Mervale and her brood have consumed over the years. We've done right by those that are dead, and by those who still might live. Stay sharp out there.
No problem whatsoever. It's wonderful. Everyone loves squid things. Right, let's get it on. Just spin up, we'll get 7 or 8, and we'll attack the world. Need faster casting or something. These are getting beefy.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Things are getting intense really quickly. 2 of 3. Let's try and find 3 of 3. I wonder what I could possibly cast during this attack. I kind of want to take a look at Divine Ire. It's one of the new skills that just came out for this league. Sandbar done. It kind of has the same mechanic. There's a channeling ability, and when you let it go, it shoots like a laser beam. But it's kind of like the fire version, and this one is the lightning version. So this is Volatile Flame Blood. So when you kill it, it shoots a little fun orb at you, hoping to end your playing run. We don't have to worry about that too much. As long as you have the right movement speed or like a movement ability to get away from it, as soon as you touch it, it'll stop to kind of proc its damage. And then you can just move on. I'm kind of wondering about the... because I think if you're going to use this spell for the explosion part, because the longer we hold it, the more the balls kind of like spread out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess there's not really a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it. I was hoping that like with the first 4 balls you'd kind of keep it all in the same area, but I don't know. I think we're either going to need like a conch effect. I think conch effect is probably going to be the one that we need to do. Or maybe increased AoE. Maybe if we can find a way to get more than 5 balls. Maybe faster cast speed will do that for us. So let's go to town. And you know what, why don't we talk to Navali and grab some prophecies. I think we have two coins to give up. Oh, we found Einhar. What's up, Einhar?
That look in your eye, I recognize it. A survivor, just like Einhar. That is my name, Exile, Einhar. In my native tongue it means lone fighter. That is what Einhar was for many years. But it is dangerous now to fight alone. Too dangerous, even for the mighty Einhar. We are in the final days of this world, Exile. That I am sure. We survivors must unite, prepare for the end, and delay its arrival as long as we can. For that, we will need supplies, weapons, shelter, food. The others here do not understand me the way you do. Meet me in the Riverways, and Einhar will explain what must be done.
You got it.
See you.
Bye.
See you, survivor.
Okay.
I have seen many an exile come and go, into the forest or into the ground. You seem different somehow. Different good, different bad, it's hard to tell at this stage. The name is Eramir, and for now you have the benefit of my doubt. Those bandits you've encountered out there, they're the dregs of Oriath. And with any foul broth, the nastiest chunks bubble to the surface. The lords of Larceny, Oak, Creighton, and Alira, the self-appointed monarchs of the forest, Creighton in the east, Alira in the west, Oak in the north, and this village, this tribe, we pay their taxes. I would never venture to say that life in Rayclast is easy, but with those 3 gone, well, living here might just become possible.
So he wants us to kill bandit leaders so that he doesn't have to pay tax.
Fare you well.
I mean, technically they should be providing each other with some sort of protection.
I am Groost. I hunt boar, hunt to feed my people. You are not a friend to us. You'll need to run faster than boar.
Thank you for that insightful dialogue.
Return, if you must.
I am Yena, keeper of the spirit. Are you a kind exile like Eramir? He is good to us, helps us. You will stay and help us too, yes? A beast hunts us in her dreams, a great white beast, tortured and maddened by bad men, a long time gone. She will come here one night to tear, crush, and eat. Her pain tells her to. Find the white beast and end her pain before she shares it with us.
Yeah, so we have the quest for the Great White Beast.
Remember to live.
What about you, Silk?
You and me, we are the same. We dream big. We find new places. We do not tell stories. Stories are told about us. I learn the words, the ways of Oriath. You listen to me, and not pigheads like Grust. Then you will live to find more new places. The road, it runs east and west of here. To the west it passes the bandit woman's camp, then turns south to the sea. But you say it is now blocked. I have seen a strange thing in the rock by that south pass, like one of Grust's carvings, but of stone. You should go look at it. What has been closed might be opened again.
Alright, so he's kind of given us the idea of where to go to look at the blocked passage. Technically, you could probably go north and fight mobs that are a little bit easier to kill. We are going to go south because Monkey Forest. And monkeys are super easy to kill, and it's a good source of
Ready, Exile? It is time to hunt!
earlier EXP. Anyone who talks in the third person can't be sane.
This land is dying, but even a rotting carcass has its uses, yes? Then it is settled. We will make rotting carcasses and use them to produce the tools we will need to survive. But only the finest rotting carcasses will do. Einhar is not picky, but I cannot say the same for the first ones. There are a few beasts nearby, Exile. Special beasts. We will find them. We will fight them. I will catch them. You will enjoy the fruits of my labor. We will be best friends. Now, let's hunt. Together.
I don't want to be best friends. But at least he has a gun. Look. Look at that damage. We don't even have to do anything. And he's giving us life regeneration, life leech, and life on kill. So I guess we can just kind of keep him around for now. Just get dive bombed. Get it out.
You have been captured, beast. You will be a survivor, or you will be food.
Definitely a lot cooler than it used to be. Used to throw like these stupid lightning traps on the ground and just ensnare it that way. This is a much better way to do it. Interrupted or something? Really need faster casting. I want to use this. Oh, what's up here? Oh, just Kvass. Alright, Kvass. Let's go ahead and die in your area. Do I get to bring Einhar? I do get to bring Einhar.
Please, somebody help me! I've fallen down here. I think I've hurt my leg. Hello? Oh, stay calm. I'm sure someone will come soon. It's so cold. Maybe I can eat some of the mushrooms back.
Don't eat the mushrooms. Cannot stress this enough.
That was satisfying.
Hopefully one of these is going to give us a little bit more... No, we just throw this on the ground. It'll pop out at the end. Is that the way to get over there? Pretty sure we came from that side. So we'll just keep going this way. I assume we know exactly where to go. We'll just wait for everything to get kind of like shat out. Oh. Nope, that was definitely the way to go. One stabilizer has decayed. Our life is a lie. Well, at least we got some loot out of it. Ooh, rustic sash. Sadness engulf us. It said engulf us. That was a crap. I don't need your damn pity. Just want someone to love me. What's horn? Lightning damage done. Attack speed. So we have a combined total of 19. Combined total of 25. This one's just 32. Okay. What do we have left? We have too much garbage. That's what we have. Make a quick pop into town.
Speak.
Just identify everything, I guess. Let's see which one is a good treasure. Garbage. Garbage. Holy crap, we get to replace our white boots. What a day. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Chrome. Garbage. That one has dual resistances, we'll hold on to that. And this one, not too shabby. It's a pretty good starting build. Put this, put on our newfound boots with all 7 health and a little bit of stats. 3% lightning damage. Bunch of like negligible stats, but I don't know, we're running around with blues and whites, so can't be too picky. This is just like straight up strength. We'll just take it for now and try not to spec too much into this temporary strength. And by temporary I mean anything that comes from like these sorts of items, especially if we're going to replace them later. Throw this, I don't know, here. There we go. Happy days. Oh, I still have this. So we'll just kind of pick through what we want. Usually anything small is usually a better choice for a pickup. Still using this stupid thing. Okay, whatever. We just won't have to think about identifying or doing anything else for a while. Okay. I wouldn't mind getting the leather belt, but at this level it's kind of like a moot point. So this is not the way to go. We want to follow the path. So, when we start looking at rare mobs, that mob was called a soul conduit. So when it dies, it resurrects any monster that has been killed in its vicinity before. So it can definitely become a very interesting situation, to say the least. See, that's more what you would typically see before. I guess I kind of beat myself to the punch before because there was no electric net. Oh well, can't win them all. This skill isn't too bad. I definitely like the hold aspect of it. I'm just hoping that it scales well. Plummeting Ursas, aka the drop bears of Australia.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now.
Accurate. Bloodthirsty monsters. Vicious. Savage beasts. Lousy drop bears. I've never been to Australia. I hope to go one day. I wish I could go to New Zealand and, I don't know, maybe visit the studio where all these wonderful people are making this game. Okay, so we need to meet Einhar in the Riverways. Oh, it's because we didn't find the extra mob. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. We'll just pick a direction. Certain that because it's off the oh, there it is. Just a little bit off the beaten path. So this one is other allies can't die aura, and blood geyser means it's gonna explode.
Einhar will write a mighty poem about it.
Chanting blood geyser. No, nothing.
It will surprise you to learn that I am not popular. The others here are ignorant. They do not see the end coming. They are not survivors like me. Or you. Before we met, I kept beasts in the encampment. They got into the grain, then the meat. They were not as picky as Einhar about where they did their business. I learned that rowers do not digest rower meat very well. So I moved them to a new location. The menagerie. Far away. It is a secret place. This is where we will perform the ritual for the first ones. I have built a blood altar for such a purpose.
Hey,
do
stop
you
it.
wish to see it? Tell Einhar. You will be taken there.
Cut it out. We're trying to story time, damn it. I guess I'll visit the menagerie. Isn't this a cool portal? It looks more gross than cool.
Welcome to Einhar's Menagerie, Exile. This is where I keep the beasts we capture. Do not worry about their well-being. I do not think they will worry about yours. A little humor for you. But seriously, Exile, Einhar takes very good care of the beasts we capture. I feed them, clean them, and read them the poems I write. Then, when you are ready, we slaughter them at the blood altar to prove to the first ones that we are worthy of survival. That part is not so friendly to the beasts, but if you read my poetry, you may consider it an act of mercy. Again, humor! My poetry is great. Please, look around. Take your time. But do not feed the animals. That is Einhar's job. The arena just north. That is the blood altar. It is where you will perform the ritual of sacrifice by combat. Once you have captured a few beasts, go to the altar in the middle and begin the ritual. The first ones are watching. Show them you are worthy.
Psycho.
Hi.
Alright.
Hello?
What can we purchase? Oh, just bestiary orb. Stores a beast in an item so it can be traded.
See you.
Which is good for very specific items. So this is just like another way of doing crafting. So we killed one of these like special roas, and then it can just be any rare creature. So you can click the slots. So our main one is going to be Blood Shamble Discard, and then everything else is just going to be typical crap. Crap. Don't pick up gloves, please. And let's use... we'll keep the drop bear. Please stop picking up stuff. Oh, like I said, automatically would have done it for us. Whatever. Alright, let's fight. By fight, I mean let's charge up.
Prove to the first ones you are worthy.
Now is not a good time to be caught standing still. What the fuck? Yay! we learn a bunch of guys together can spell disaster. We don't need to go back there. I'm definitely not ending this playthrough, what, 4 episodes in? And it's kind of weird, because you'll constantly get situations like that, especially in like a new league. It's just like, it's kind of balanced out to be the right amount of difficulty to start. But like stuff that you'll end up running into will kill you outright if you're not ready for it. It's not like just fighting like these basic mobs where you can stand still, like, I don't know, watch TV while you're playing and everything will usually end up being just fine. It's the later content that you have to worry about. Yeah, let's do this one. Try to make this up. I guess there's only one to go touch.
Why won't you let me leave? I found you so many yellow rocks. This pick is getting dull, and I'm so tired.
Let's switch out our potion while we have the chance. This isn't good. This is definitely not good. Definitely not good. I don't need your pity. So, in general, I think maybe we just need to plan our pathing a little bit better. So in this area, I'm just watching the minimap. We are gonna go, I don't know, punch a Lyra, I'm pretty sure. Unless she has some sort of great change. There's not a real good reason to take a Lyra's offer, and you'll see what I mean. So if you ever want to find a Lyra, just look for this little broken cobble path, and then if you look closely you can see little stones on the ground that we can now follow. Now we have found the bandit leader known as Lyra.
You have a powerful aura, bright as a sunset before a storm. So let me rub an idea against that hot spirit of yours, see if it catches fire. My little tribe has 2 problems, Oak in the north and Creighton in the east. They succeed in making our lives in Rayclast even more miserable. And then there's the matter of the amulets around their necks. The ones like mine here, stolen, taken when we 3 called each other friend. There's power in those trinkets, enchantment enough to keep my tribe safe. Bring me a pair of amulets and a pair of lying tongues, and I'll make you part of that power. You need friends in Rayclast, and believe me, I can be a fine friend.
Yeah, so what Eramir in town wants you to do is he wants you to kill everybody. And obviously when you go to the bandit leaders, they are going to give you a convincing reason why you should spare their life. You only get to either side with Eramir or pick a bandit leader to support. So if you help a Lyra, you'll be permanently granted 5 mana regen per second, 20% global crit chance multiplier, and 15% to all resistances. Let me start out by saying really the only attractive thing that comes out of this is this 20% global crit chance multiplier. Crit chance multiplier is a bit harder to come by than the other 2. 15% to all elemental resistances. If you're looking at this, this is the worst reason to take this. If you came back and said, okay, well, I'm just going to take the 5 mana regen per second off the start, because if you look at some of the spells that we're doing, the mana cost is 3, and so our upkeep is probably like, what, 12 per second? Half of that eaten up by this. So realistically, with this and a little bit of scaling, we could channel it forever. But if we decide that we want to kill every single guy, then Eramir is going to give us 2 skill points. And so we really have no use for Alira in this situation, because 2 skill points can usually be, you won't get the same amount of effects, but you'll get far enough that you can get good enough effects. So let's murder Alira, if she will stand still. Don't want to stand in corpse explosions.
Did the earth move for you, baby? Probably. You hit the ground quite hard.
We are gonna have to talk about your etiquette later. Okay, so we have, obviously, corpse exploded Alira. If you really decide halfway through that this is not the path that you want to take, you can always throw Alira's amulet on the ground and then just reload the zone. And I guess since this is the end of the episode, let's just run back to the waypoint and I'll show you how to do that. You can run into little areas here and watch mobs come out of the tents and little spawning areas. It's just kind of like an extra layer of added detail that they chose to put into the game, rather than just have all monsters, I don't know, follow you off screen. So when you go to the waypoint, whenever you just click any instance, it'll automatically put you in the most convenient for them instance, right? But if we, say, for example, we wanted to go back to the Western Forest, we can hold Control, and it'll bring up the instances that are in this area that relates to us. So we can see that this is our old instance. We're playing out of Washington, D.C., just because sometimes it feels like it's, I don't know, the least populated and sometimes the most stable one to use. I don't know, based on pure speculation and how it feels when I play. But if you wanted to, say for example, we really liked leveling in the, what is it, Western Forest, then we can go ahead and restart this instance and make a new one. And so if you wanted to farm an area that has very easy mobs to kill, you would just do this over and over again until you get whatever your 3 or 4 safety levels before you progress. Or if you're looking for gear, that's stuff you can do. Farming, who knows, Kavasses, whatever is going on in that league, that's your choice. But yeah, so let's call this episode here, and in the next episode, why don't we go ahead and help Silk? I think we'll go and find... Of course it's not listed here. We'll go deal with Silk's problem, and we'll identify it as we get there. But once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time in another story time. Bye for now.